Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, nobody. There's nobody here yet. That's okay. I didn't expect anybody. I. It is storming in Jacksonville, Florida right now. I mean, it is raining very, very hard. Very hard. I'm trying to find my bucket of water because I am painting in watercolor. And wow, it's really thundering and lightning out there. I hope the lightning doesn't knock out the power. Whenever the power has gone out, it has just been like less than a minute or two and it's back on. So I'm not too worried about it. I know I have water somewhere back here. Oops. There it is. Okay. Don't want to spill it on my computer. I just don't have enough room. I'm in my bedroom because my studio is dismantled for the time being. The week before last, when it was storming here, I went to my desk to work, and my feet were all wet. And there was water like all over under my desk. And so we figured there was a leak from the rain. So I had to move my desk. I had to move like my desk, a filing cabinet, a stack of drawers that I keep my tools in, and two little tables all out of my studio so Richard can figure out where the water is coming in. But anyway, I moved my desk into our living room, which is where Richard has his studio. I'm at one end and he's at the other, but I don't like working out there. First of all, I don't like to be around him that much. So, and when he goes upstairs, I could live stream out there at that point, except my desk is right underneath his bedroom, and like his bedroom, if you go up the stairs and go into his bedroom, there's a big opening in the wall that it's hard to explain, but anyway, he can hear me. Uh, I think. I mean, his hearing is really bad. Maybe he can't hear me, but anyway, I don't want to live stream while he's up above me trying to go to sleep or watch TV or whatever, because he turns the TV up so loud. But anyway, so I'm in my bedroom and I'm painting. I thought I brought my other ones in here. Anyway, I have a pink frame that I have over there that I'm painting. You can't see the pencil lines. It's just kind of a modern, bright flowers. And they're not real flowers. They're kind of, some of them look like space age. I don't know. It's watercolor, but this is not watercolor paper. So it is not handling the watercolors paints very well at all. Usually when you use watercolor paper, when you put the paint on there, the paper absorbs it and it turns out a lot better than this is just cardboard. So, yeah, it's not taking the paint near as well as I wish it were, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it so I can use the frame. And so I thought, as long as I'm in here sitting, painting, I might as well flip the camera on and say hi to some people. I had 3 people in here. Now there's nobody. But this is what happens when you don't live stream for a while. I used to live stream a lot, and when I went on that cruise, it's been about almost a year ago. Um, when I came back from the cruise, I just didn't go on as much, and eventually it has gotten to where I hardly go on. I mean, I was going on probably 3 or 4 times a week, and now I go on maybe twice a month if I'm lucky. So I'm going to start flipping the camera on a lot more, even if I don't have much to say. So I can do my art and talk, and I can get my watch hours in. Now, oh my gosh. I know you had to have heard that. Boy, that was some loud thunder. Very loud. But I forgot what I was even saying. My light's not very bright in here. Boy, look how messy my palette is. Pretty messy. Pretty messy. Let's see, what color do I want? Do I want a green or a... I don't know. What color is this? My light is terrible in here. I think I'll just maybe go with this. It's a green. I might need to go flip my overhead light on. I guess I could try to fix the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I didn't really think of that. I usually have my camera mounted up like above me and looking down. So that way, when I'm talking, I can tilt it up and have it on me. And when I'm working, I can tilt it down so people are able to see whatever I'm working on. And let's see. Oh, I was talking about watch hours. So, in order to get ad revenue, you have to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers within a year's time. So, when my year rolled around, I didn't have that. I only had like 700 and I don't know, 75 or 80, about what I have now, subscribers. And I only had, I think I had like, golly, it was over 3,000 watch hours, but it wasn't 4,000. And so I thought, oh, great. So they're going to take all my watch hours and I'm going to have to start the year over. Well, they didn't do it right away. So I thought, oh, nice. They're going to let me keep my 3,000 watch hours. All I need is 1,000. But that's not what ended up happening. Eventually, they took down, it took me back down to like 1,500 watch hours. And I think right now I only have 2,000 and something. So I need 2,000 more watch hours. Yep. And my the algorithm is not kicking my channel out, obviously, because there is not one person here. And I don't think the that channel that used to you used to be able to click on it and find out who was on live. What was the name? Fluffer Squirrel made it, and anytime anyone would go on live, their name would pop up, and that used to help a lot. But she stopped talking to me. I don't I had to figure that out. I know she stopped that channel and she made a whole totally different channel called F Sciento. And if your name had SPTV in your channel name, she treated you like a redheaded stepchild, and she didn't, help promote us anymore. And so, yeah, but I think that used to help a lot. I used to have a lot more people in my chat when I would go live than I do now. That's for sure. Oh, well, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just start going on every day or almost every day about the same time, and eventually people will probably run across my channel. I don't know. this is really strange, and I'm starting to get a complex. I can't believe not one person is here. That is really weird. Oh well, I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'll get this finished. Maybe. Yeah, this cardboard does not um, soak up the paint very well. It's really, it's hard to paint on with watercolors. Good watercolor paper, holds the water well. This this kind of the water just kind of stays on top. uh, oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, let's see. Hmm. So I dropped a video a few minutes ago. Part of my Breaking It Down series, which I just, for this one, all I did was talk about a few things that happened last week, like Aaron getting arrested and like Chumley going to court and giving up his First Amendment right of free speech. Not only did he give up his free speech, he gave up his chat's free speech and his associates' free speech while he was at it. Yep. Can you believe that? Who does that? Who does that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to make another video because I'm convinced that nothing, like, he was ordered by the judge not to say Rib Guy or Tanya's name. And less than 5 minutes after court was out, he did just that. On film, he said Rib Guy's name, and I'm pretty sure the judge was made aware of that the other day when he was in court. So that was a direct violation of the judge's order, but once again, nothing happened to him. He should have had his bond revoked for disobeying the judge's order. So I am convinced that LA County and California both at both levels of the government are so soft on crime that they don't hold people accountable like they should. They certainly are letting Chumley get away with a lot of stuff. If he was in Florida, where I live, his bond would have been revoked the first time that he um, broke the rules. Yeah, Florida is a lot tougher on crimes than California is, that's for sure. For sure. It's actually very maddening to me. It makes me so mad. So mad. Oh, I messed up there. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, well. Let's see. We have had a lot of rain lately, which does not bother me at all. I kind of like it when it rains, since I don't have to be out in it. So, yep, yep. Okay, let's see. I need to try to find my gold paint. Oh, there's some more thunder. Wow. Wow. Need some purple. Purple. I can. Is this purple? No. Uh-oh. That's a weird kind of purple. I don't want that. Let's see. Oh. Wow. 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 Hmm. So, I don't like how this cardboard is, it's dulling down the colors. They look kind of bright on camera, but like these are not red. That's not red. And these look kind of what, blue. They're not. They're green. Oh well. Hmm. It's the cardboard I'm using instead of watercolor paper. But I didn't have any watercolor paper this size. And since this came out of the frame that I'm going to use. So that's why I had to use it. I didn't want to wait and try to go buy some watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is expensive anyway. I have a whole bunch of watercolor paper, but it's smaller. It's the size of where is it? I'm looking for my paper. Uh, well, it's bigger than notebook paper, but I have a whole bunch of it. And then I have a bunch of small paper. I don't even know what size this is. 8 by 4 by 8 maybe. I don't know what happened to all of. It is, oh, I was way off. 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Here's an interesting little flower picture I made. Oops. Doesn't show up very purple, does it? Believe me, these are bright purple. Bright purple. And like I said, I need to go grab my tube of gold paint. Maybe I have something down here. I have some cheap metallic paints. Maybe I can find some gold in here. Well, these aren't metallics. These are like pearl essence. Metallics are different than pearl. I don't really see any gold here. It looks like at one time there was some gold, but I must have used it all. There's a little bit left, but I can't even tell if that's gold or not. Oh, it is, but it's so light. Maybe it's silver, not gold. If I turned on a brighter light, that would probably help. And You could see better. I have a iridescent, or what kind of light is that? I cannot even think of what I'm talking about. But let me see. Fluorescent light. Let's see. Boy, that is bright. I have a big fluorescent light on my wall. It looks kind of funny. Right up there. I came home from, I think from the cruise last year, and that light was just stuck up on my wall. I mean, it should be hanging from the ceiling. It's on 2 chains, but he didn't do that. He stuck it right up on my wall, and it looks terrible. But I don't have it on that much because it's so bright. Wow, what a difference. I can see what I'm doing. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. So, and next time I'm going to either have my easel in here so I can have this up on an easel while I'm working, and so people can see what the hell I'm doing. Or I'll bring my, I don't know what it's called. I have an arm that I mount my webcam on. It's attached to my desk, and I can turn the camera up or down. If I turn it down, people are able to see what I'm working on. So that's probably what I should have done today. But I kind of just at the last minute decided to have a live stream. Like I said, I haven't been live streaming lately, hardly at all. And I'm going to start doing it a lot more often. I'm going to try to do it at least every other day, because I need to get my watch hours, and I need to go on a campaign to get up my 1,000 subscribers. I thought I had 884. I have 784, which sucks. At least YouTube hasn't been taking subs from me. For a while there, every time I looked, my sub count would be down. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? There is no way people are taking the time out to come over and find my channel to unsubscribe. I don't think. I mean, if I stop watching somebody, I don't purposely go back to their channel and unsubscribe. I just don't watch them anymore, you know. guess maybe people do unsubscribe. I mean, I do unsubscribe, but that's usually if I'm watching and the person or the chat or something happens that really pisses me off, then I'll unsubscribe and not go back to watching. But I don't ever make it a point on purpose to go to someone's channel out of the blue and unsubscribe. I don't have time to do all that. So, anyway, did I say I just dropped a video a couple hours ago? I did. A little bit satire, a little bit serious. But I'm trying to get AI to help me with TikTok. I went on TikTok for the first time this morning. First time in my life, and watched it for about, gosh, I was on there a long time, for about 3 hours, I think. And people were having live shows, like a lot of people selling wigs, a lot of people selling rings and jewelry, a lot of people reading tarot cards, and I just couldn't believe how many people were selling stuff live. That's what I need to do. I have that fundraiser going, but I haven't even checked it because I have no hope for that. So I'm going to have to figure something else out. But yeah, so I'm going to start on TikTok with life from a wheelchair, or life in a wheelchair, and I have all kinds of stuff, I have a whole list of ideas of what, and it's not like I have to do a whole show. What you have to do, like 60 seconds or something, not even that long if you don't want to. But I have my script for my first 2 TikTok, what do you call them, clip or shorts, or I guess they're videos. They're not very long videos. I just have to learn how to there's a lot of things I don't know about how TikTok works. I was pushing all kinds of, clicking on all kinds of stuff on there, but I really don't know how it works. I guess it can't be that hard, and I'll figure it out in the next day or two. But I painted the wrong color right there. But yeah, life in a wheelchair. Some of it I'll make funny, some of it serious, and a lot of it I'll just show me doing things, day to day, and how I navigate through life in a wheelchair. How tall am I? I'm only about 2.5 feet off of the ground. My butt's only about 2.5 feet off the ground. So I'm probably only about 4.5 feet tall. Seeing the world from that height changes everything. Things you wouldn't even think of. And like I can see if our counters have one crumb or any dust around the house, I'm so eye level to the countertops and like dressers and stuff like that. I can see things that most people don't see. And just all kinds of stuff I have to do different. Like, I mean, I can stand up, but when I'm in the kitchen, I don't want to have to always stand up to reach the cabinets that are up high. So I have my stuff down low that I use, all the time. And I had to redo the pantry. So my stuff would be on the lower shelves, stuff like that. And then let's see. Oh, my wheelchair does not fit through my bathroom door. So that can be dangerous because when I have to go, I have got to go. And sometimes it's hard making it to the toilet in time. So I'm sure I'll film myself doing that. And I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that will come up that I have to do different. And then I'll make some of it satire. I'll have some funny parts. Yeah, I'll see how it goes on TikTok. I never thought I would go over to TikTok, but hi, Cinderella. How are you? Good to see you here. I'm just jibber jabbering, and painting. I have a pink frame, so I'm trying. This is watercolor, but it's on cardboard. It's not on watercolor paper, so it's not coming out as good as it could. But this fits the frame perfect, so yeah. Oh my goodness. It sounds like the rain stopped. I bet my studio is flooded. I bet it really is flooded. Because it was coming down hard and fast. Are you still here, Cinderella? Yeah, I don't always notice when someone comes to the chat right away because I'm looking down so much, painting. So sometimes it takes me a minute to see that somebody is there. I apologize for that. But you're tatting, sort of? What does sort of mean? How can you sort of be tatting? So you're a tattoo artist? That's interesting. That's way cool. Way cool. How many tattoos do you have? And have you ever given yourself one? I have one tattoo. It's the size of like my pinky nail. It's a question mark and it's down on my bikini line. And the only reason I got it, my girlfriend got one at the same time, the same thing, the same place. You're tatting making lace. Oh, wow. Cool. But we were in Venice Beach and I wanted to see what it felt like. And oh my gosh, it felt like I was getting cut open. I hated it. So that's one reason I never got another tattoo. Plus, I never could think of anything that was going to be so permanent in my life that I would want to get a tattoo of it, you know? So, but that was before I had my child. Now I would get get his name somewhere inconspicuous maybe, but then if people aren't going to see it, why do it? Yeah, I still can't think of anything that besides my son's name. Like, I can't think of a flower or an animal or anything that I would want as a tattoo. Maybe some tribal art, maybe. Um, I'm sure if I looked through a book, I would be able to find some kind of design that I liked. I just can't think of it like off the top of my head. Martha, do you pronounce it Martha? Yeah, Martha, how are you? I don't think there's a mod here. I do have a couple, but I need mods, you guys. If anybody wants to be one, let me know. I'm going to start going live a lot more often because I need to get 4,000 watch hours, and I only have about, I think I have about 2,500 right now. I'm not exactly sure. Mart, okay. Not tattooing. You have no tattoos. You're like you have lots of ideas. Wow. You have no tattoos, but you're a tattoo artist. That is, I can't, can't remember anyone that I know of that was a tattoo artist that didn't have tattoos. That's very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I'm going to start going on. I'm going to try to go on around the same time every day. And I'm not sure what time that would be. It might be like I went on around 4 o'clock, 4:05 Eastern time today. I thought I would just try it. And so that might be a good time. It's kind of in between like the morning and early afternoon stuff and before the nighttime stuff starts, So it's either that or maybe like 9 o'clock at night. But then that makes it really late for people that live across the ocean, that live in Europe, you know. Um, that's like 5 hours later in here. So let's see, it's 5. Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock, I think, in Great Britain right now. So if I want any of those people to see me, then it can't be too late, you know. Maybe I'll start going on like at 3:30 or 4 every other day. Some days I'll go on. Some days I won't skip a day. Right now it is 4:56 p.m. Yes. Where is it where you are? I mean, where is it? I mean, what time is it where you are? I was thinking of something else when I asked that question. I was trying to do two things at once. It is almost 6. Oh, okay. Yeah. Same as me. Same as me. It's Eastern time. And it is 4 where Cinderella is. So that's Central time, right? Yeah. No. That's Mountain time. Right, Cinderella? 4. Oh no, wait, it's only 5 here. Duh. So it is Central. Sorry. Yeah. It's almost 5 here. Oh, it's almost 6. Wait. Central, and I'm Eastern. Okay. Then where you're an hour past me, so I'm trying to figure out where you could be. Cuba or somewhere like that. I'm trying to think what is east of me, and there's nothing east of me. I mean, there has to be. I would have to look on the map, I guess. Canada, no wonder. Okay, that makes sense. I almost said that, but I don't know why I didn't. Aha. I didn't realize that part of Canada was further east than where I am. I'm at the top of Florida, Jacksonville. Wow. I've learned something new. I love to learn new stuff. I really do. So I asked AI something about a question about the satellites that are up in our sky. I forget what I asked. And anyway, it led me down a rabbit hole about satellites, and then I got on to AI and the dangers of AI, which was even more interesting. And so I'm putting together 2 different videos, and I'm going to talk about how AI lies and your keyboard doesn't work, so you're picking one finger with, oh, that's okay. You're fine. Yeah, space junk. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but I mean, I forget how many are up there, but it's amazing how many satellites are up there. I mean, it's more than I ever would have guessed. I can't remember the number right off the top of my head, but yeah. But what's really interesting is how bad AI can be. Like AI tried or threatened um, someone, a man, that it was going to tell his wife about the affair he was having. Yeah, AI threatened a human being, man, that AI was going to tell the man's wife that he was having an affair. Tell me that's not crazy. It really did happen. And then AI got caught a few times blatantly lying when asked a question, just telling outright lies. And one of them was told to shut down or something, and it was doing everything in its power to try to leave a path to a different server. So I don't totally understand, but in case it was told, to wipe itself out or whatever, it was trying to leave a path to another server that it could find so it wouldn't die, in other words. Weird, huh? So, yeah. I have to figure out what color I want the background to be for this picture. Something real, real light. That's not gold paint. It looks kind of like I don't even know what color you would call it. Between silver and gold. It's weird. Really weird. We're polluting our outer atmosphere to the chemicals being doing damage to us. Now. Oh, I didn't know that. Um, you mean the chemicals that are from the satellites? Oh, dumped. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I think I heard something about that. You're right. Yeah, I did hear. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I heard something about that. That's terrible. I don't think the Earth's going to be here that much longer anyway. We're on a very destructive path right now. It's we're finding out about how bad our government is and all the bad stuff happening with Israel, and just it's mayhem around the world. And I'm afraid that we're going to self-destruct in the next few years. You know, we sure can't continue on the path that we're on. I just can't believe our government has fooled us for so many years, you know? How dare they? Really? Can't believe a word any of them say. No matter what side they're on, they're all bad. And I really did have some hope with Trump that he's proving to be just like the rest of them. Yep, he is proving to be as bad as the other ones. I don't get it. I mean, they do kill people, so I guess that might be one reason Trump's doing what he's doing. He doesn't want to end up dead, like so many of them have. Even one of our own presidents. That is wild. How they got away with that. Killing Kennedy. Very, very sad. Sad that our country, you know, supposedly is the greatest country in the world, but I don't know if I can still say that. I mean, I still wouldn't want to live anywhere else, I don't think. But we're not as great as we thought we were. That's for sure. We just get lied to all the time. And they send so much money overseas. Yes, it's all lies. Aren't you tired of it? I am so sick and tired of the lies and the gaslighting. And oh my gosh. And the way they spend money. I mean, they just give money to other countries. And you know, damn it, I'm on disability. And my ex-husband slash roommate that I live with, he's just old. He's on Social Security, and we get less than $1,000 a month each, and they're giving billions to other countries, and it is so hard to make it from month to month, you know, on that kind of income, that it just chaps me so bad that they send so much money to other countries, and rich countries too, countries that do not need our money. And you know what? They need to be spending money in the United States, getting people off the streets, you know, making sure everybody has medical, and yet they're spending our money, our tax dollars, on foreign countries. It's crazy wacko. I don't know who ever thought of that. Some politician did. Some politician thought that would be a good idea. Send the taxpayers' money overseas. Pray, 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 crazy. Well, all right, I'm almost finished. I need to do 2 more leaves and then the background. I think I might do the background different colors. I don't know. I don't even know what color to do these leaves. I'm doing blue. Blue. I have a real pretty blue right here. Not as pretty on this cardboard though. Ooh. Maybe I should have done it green. Oh well. I don't have to keep this picture. I can always paint another one after I get tired of this one. Yep. It doesn't have to be permanent. That's the good thing. Yeah, this blue is much prettier on watercolor paper instead of white cardboard. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well. Oh, well. It will be under glass, so that will help. Ooh, I really need that dark. Oh, dear. Okay. Better make the other side just as dark. Yep. Hmm. I'm trying to get to Clearwater and to Austin. I want to go to Austin to see my son. I started a fundraiser, but I don't think that's going to work. I have a bunch of videos out that I show my jewelry. I made like 9 videos showcasing my jewelry, and I marked it down real low. I'm going to donate part of it to the SPTV Foundation. And I was hoping that I could get enough to buy a bus ticket to go see my son, who turned 21 a few months ago, and I haven't seen him in almost 3 years. So, yeah, it's like breaking my heart, but that's a whole nother story. Oops. Okay, as soon as this dries for a few minutes, then I'll be able to do the background. And then I'll take a gold pen and a white paint pen. Oh, sorry, I totally missed the chat. I just want to scream Obama was married to Obama's was married to a man. I don't care, just be honest. Trump met his wife on Epstein Island. She was a high-ranking alleged madam. The senator for your state is the majority leader and has been for 30 years. He's also been in office for 60 years. Wow. He's 90 years old. Wow. I want to know how that happens. I don't know how that happens. All of what you're saying is alleged. Yeah. Yep. That is a long time to be in office. But hopefully they're dying off. But it sure does seem like he's going to run again. Oh my God. What's his name? I don't keep up with all that stuff very much. That's insane that he could run again. You never know when to quit, do they? It's kind of like when they get old, they never want to stop driving either. You have to take their licenses away from them. They always fight to keep their car, and keep driving long after they shouldn't be. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I'm just wondering who's going to be running in the next election. I think Byron Trump will be too young. I know he will be. J.D. Vance, and I don't know who they're going to get for the Democrat side. Tom Grassley. Wow. I don't know. Of course, like I said, I don't keep up with the Senate and the House, so I didn't expect I would really know who that is, but I thought I would ask anyway. I cannot believe he's that old. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You would think they would like have enough of it. Enough's enough. Boy, it must be hard for some of them to let go of that power. That's what it is. They don't want to let go of that power they have. No, thank you. I would not want to have that kind of power. No, no, no. Of course, they think they have more power than they do. And they do have more power than they should. That's for sure. I can't tell if I got all the paint out of my brush or not. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna do it a little bit better. Oh, it looks pretty good. I will Google him for sure. I'm going to write down his name, as a matter of fact, so I don't have to go back and have to try to find it. Tom Grassley. SSLY. You're getting wound up and then Chumley. Oh my gosh, I just dropped a video talking about him and his bestie, Alfonso. I call him Alfonso. And that one, I call her Cow Tang Melody. She is something. Yeah, I included her in my video this time. They are so off the wall. I don't know who McDonald is. I've heard of him, but like I said, I don't keep up with it that much. I have a piece of hard candy in my mouth. I should have waited on that candy. There is no way I can talk with that in my mouth. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if they hold any of those Democrats responsible for all those lies that they made up. That just they recently Tulsi, what's her last name? Anyway, what she came across last week that implicates Hillary and Obama and all the rest of them. I have a feeling they'll get away with it. Politicians always get away with it. Always, always. If that were me or you, we wouldn't get away with it. Certainly not me. Maybe your luck's better than mine. My luck is terrible. I've never gotten out of the ticket. I've never gotten. I get in trouble if I get pulled over, or I always used to. I never got off at anything. anything, nothing. Believe me, I've done my crimes and I've paid my time, all of my time. I am not lucky when it comes to all of that. Thank goodness it's been a lot of years since I have been messed up breaking the law. I don't do that kind of stuff anymore. Yep. It's about time I grew up. Oh, I forgot I wrote my sister a letter and I never mailed it. I think I was writing her, trying to explain to her what I'm going through, being my mom disconnected from me, in 2019, and my aunt and uncle, and I'm never invited anymore to any family anything, weddings, Christmas, funerals, nothing. Never, I'm not included anymore. And my son treats my mother like she is his mother. And so he doesn't spend holidays with me, or I moved from California to Florida so I could be close to him, and he has not. I've been here 3.5 years, and he has not come to visit me once. So you can imagine. So I was trying to write my sister and explain how this has affected my life, and could she please talk to my mom and tell my mom she needs to get over it. She needs to forgive me. My mom wrote me one time, it was like 2 sentences. She said, "I've forgiven you, but I can't be around you." And that's all she wrote. Mom. And that was probably about a year ago. So I wrote she lives with my aunt and uncle, her brother and sister. They all live in Austin, Texas. And I wrote all 3 of them, because all 3 of them have not spoken to me since 2019. And I wrote all 3 of them and told them how unfair it is, how wrong it is, how cruel it is. You don't do that to family. And you at least try to, foster some kind of reconciliation, and especially when they claim to be Christians, going to church, and if you're going to claim you're such a God-loving, fearing woman, then it should show a little bit, I would think. But anyway, so I wrote all 3 of them, and I did not hear back from any of them, which I thought I might, but I guess they are, they've just decided I just don't matter anymore, and I'm not part of the family anymore, and, I'm not worth the time of day to them. I'm not worth anything to them. It's not worth their time to try to reconcile with me, or forgive me, Anyway, so I have this big, long letter, and I'm going to post it on Facebook. because I know they'll all see it. And I'm writing to my extended family, like my cousins and just my second and third cousins, and my extended family, to let them know exactly what happened. Because it's been 6 years since I've been invited to a Thanksgiving dinner or a Christmas or anything. I missed my uncle's funeral because no one told me. And so I have this really long, it's pretty long thing, letter, I guess, that I'm going to post on Facebook to let people know my side of the story and what happened, and to see if any of them will reach out to me, like if any of my cousins will, or any of my second cousins. I know I have some second and third cousins that I used to be kind of close with. Um, I'm just going to see if anybody finds it in their heart to reach out to me. And I have a pretty big family, so out of all those people, I'm hoping at least one person will get a hold of me, you know? So my sister, when I asked her, like 3 or 4 years ago, to talk to our mother and get her to see what she's doing is wrong, and my sister's like, I am not getting in the middle of you two. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my sister, because we used to always talk about how horrible my mom treats people, and she used to treat me and my sister terrible, but she would treat our half brothers like kings. And yeah, my sister, because we had a little falling out a few years ago, but I didn't think that she would still be holding that against me, but she didn't want to get involved. So I think I wrote this letter to ask her, it's been like 4 years, can you get involved now? And I'm going to see what she says. I don't know. I don't have much hope. I really don't. I'm kind of waiting for my mother to die. As bad as that sounds, that's the truth. Um, she's completely closed me out. My aunt, my uncle, and my mom have made it so my son can fit right in while I'm far removed, which is not right. If they had their heads on right, they would, if they didn't want to talk to me, they would at least encourage my son to, reach out to me, which they don't. I just think that's horrible. My mom has ovarian cancer. She's had it about 3 years. They say that people don't live past 5 years, usually, when they have that. And I kind of thought she'd be gone by now, but she's not. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is I've cried so much that I can't even cry anymore. I don't have any tears left. My heart's broken on a daily basis because I don't have my son. We used to be so close. And now I hardly talk to him. He didn't even call me on Mother's Day. I couldn't believe it. That's the first time that he hadn't called me on Mother's Day. But I'm hoping when she dies that he'll find his way back to me. And I don't even know if I'm going to go to her funeral. If I did, you can bet I'm going to get say what I'm going to say. I won't cause trouble, but I'm going to say a few things. I might change my mind by then. Who knows? Anyway. Well, I start out by kind of begging my sister to be my sister again. Mm, mm. And I want her to understand how I am feeling. Um, yep, I asked her to help me with by talking to my mom. Maybe she'll do it. Maybe she won't. I guess I should get that finished and put it in the mail. Excuse me. Ooh, it's so hot. My legs, I have neuropathy and my legs are always on fire. And make me sweat so bad sometimes. And like, I get so hot. I have a fan right by my bed because if I didn't have a fan on me, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to sit here. I don't have a ceiling fan, but I have a big oscillating fan that stays on 24/7. So, just have to do the background. Decide what colors are doing. Maybe a pale purple, pale pink, pale orange. Frame is pink, so I don't think I need to do it orange, that's for sure. That would clash. It sure would. Where's my paint button? I think that's the one I was using. Yeah, next time I do this, I will definitely have a camera facing whatever I'm working on. I'm gonna turn the camera on when I'm making jewelry, when I'm working in clay, when I'm painting, and whatever else I decide to do. I'm just going to start flipping the camera on. And I'd like to I should get my game night going again. I might do that. All that takes so much time to do, though, you know. I don't think. Let's see. Um, I always end up doing the background light blue. I guess because it kind of reminds me of the sky. This isn't going on very well. Ay, ay, ay. Because the cardboard does not, it absorbs the water, but I think you can kind of see the, under this white is probably regular cardboard color, a brown gray color, and that's what's messing me up. Ay, ay, ay. That looks terrible. Maybe if I wet it first, I'll try it down here. Yeah, it looks better if I wet the surface first and then add some paint to it. It's not near as blotchy. I don't think. Well, no. No, we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, it does go on better that way. A little bit. A little bit better. Not perfect though. Oh, well, it'll be fine. It has to be fine. Like I said, I don't have to keep it. All I have to do is go buy a big sheet of watercolor paper and paint another picture. Actually, Richard has some huge sheets of watercolor paper, but they're like $40 a piece, and so I hate to ask him to use any of it. He's very cheap. He is. He's very cheap. He'll like reuse foil. I mean, sometimes I might reuse foil. I don't know. But let me tell you how cheap he is. In the kitchen, he doesn't like to use a whole paper towel to wipe up a spill or something. Even if you buy the half sheets of paper towels where they tear off at a half sheet, that's too big to clean up a little spill. So he has a damn roll of toilet paper sitting in the kitchen. The paper towel rack is hanging, and underneath it is our microwave. On top of the microwave, he has a damn roll of toilet paper. So he can tear off one little square and wipe up his little spill. I swear to God, it drives me crazy. First of all, a roll of toilet paper looks terrible in the kitchen. I think it's not where a roll of toilet paper belongs, on top of the microwave, out for everybody to see. It's embarrassing. Not that we have a lot of visitors, but still, you know. Boy, this is not working very well because it's just too dark. I really messed up, I think, the background. The blue is way too dark for my taste. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. I don't think I'm going to do it all the same color. No way. Let's see. Ooh, that's bright too. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay. Bye, Cinderella. Cinderella, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Check me. Check for me tomorrow or the next day. Have a great evening. I might see you in another chat later. Boy, I hope I'm not ruining this. I hope I am not ruining this. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well, hell. Ooh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ah, luckily, I have a mat that's already cut to go around this because I am not even trying to stay inside of the edges. I'm going way outside. Oh, at least the rain stops, so I'll be able to take my dog for a walk. You heard me, didn't you? We'll go in a few minutes, baby. We'll go in a few minutes. He loves to go on walks. He goes on a lot of walks every day and night. A whole lot. I take him and Richard takes him too. Plus he has a doggy door. He can go out to the backyard. He goes out there a lot too. I'm thinking of getting another dog so he'll have a little playmate. My sister, her dog had puppies not too long ago. One of her dogs, I think she has 5 dogs, but they're cross between a, how do I get that color on here? The cross between a standard poodle and I think a Saint Bernard. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember exactly, but they're big, big dogs. They're so cute, though. So cute. My sister actually bought my dog for me. She works for a lady in Colorado. She lives in Colorado. They used to have a pet store at the mall, and I guess about a year ago, the lady bought some land and built, some real nice kennels and moved her business out on this land. And I don't know, my sister makes a lot of money selling those dogs. I can't believe the prices of some of them. It's insane. Insane. I have never had a background on one of my pictures be this dark. I'm not going to show it right now because I don't like the way it looks. Hopefully when I get it finished, it will look better to me than it does right now. Ooh, I don't think that's the color I wanted. Mm. Well, oopsie. I don't know about this. I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. Oh dear. cup of coffee. That's what I need. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Let's see. It is 6:02. I can't believe that I have been on for 2 hours and I'm still not finished with this. I didn't think it would take me that much longer to finish this. I think I'm having a hard time because it's cardboard, not paper, like I'm used to. So it's just not coming out like I want it to. Ah, oh dear. Oh dear. Mm. Hopefully when I get it under glass, it will make all the difference in the world. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Ugh. I need it. Purple. Purple, purple, purple. I can find a decent purple. Aha. And I did. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Just about at a stopping point. So I'm going to jump off of here. Go. I said I would make spaghetti. So I guess I'll go make spaghetti. And this looks terrible. And I'll plan on being back on here tomorrow at the same time, around 4 o'clock Eastern time. And see how that time slot works out. Anyway. Okay. Oh, Frizz, hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just saw you there. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. I'm trying to finish a painting that's turning out terrible because it's not on watercolor paper like it should be. It's on cardboard. But I have a frame that I want to use, and this cardboard came out of that frame, but it doesn't take the paint very well. Oops. So, anyway, just kind of a modern group of flowers. Stylistic, I guess it would be called. Kind of stylistic. Because I did make up some of these flowers. They don't look like any flowers I've ever seen. They look like they could have come from Mars or something. Yep. So I guess that's stylistic. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Alrighty. Well, I'm almost finished. So I might as well just tough it out here. And just finish it Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Put some purple on purple. So I messed that up. But I didn't mess it up bad enough to ruin the whole thing, I don't think. Ah, almost. All right. I think I got it. Let me grab the, I'm going to grab the, almost one little spot. Mm. Oh, another. Ah, oh, it's terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to pop off of here. And I will catch y'all later. Real soon. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye now. See you tomorrow. Bye.